What is going on, guys? It is the Ultimate Frozen fan here, back for another video. Today's video is just going to be a bit of a discussion video, and then afterwards I will do a live stream of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. But just wanted to get a video out of the way that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and when I say a long time, I mean a really long time, even before the E3 announcement came out. So as you guys know, I am a super huge fan of both Frozen and Kingdom Hearts. They gotta be probably my two favorite franchises of all time. So I wanted to see them mixed together, meet, because I feel like they'd go together like spaghetti and meatballs. So I was really hoping to have a Frozen world in Kingdom Hearts 3. And during every E3 or any kind of video game or D23, any kind of event where we could get a Frozen trailer, or of course the orchestra. Sorry, forgot about that. For a Frozen trailer, it never happened, and I kept getting nervous, because I wanted to see it. I was dying to see it, and it would not come out. So I'm like, so are they not going to go with Frozen, or are they just embargoing it, or are they saving it for the last, or I didn't know. So when they get to a new world reveal, it would never be Frozen. It would be Tangled, Big Hero 6, Toy Story, Monsters Inc., and what else? Well, anyways, the point is, it was never a Frozen world reveal. So during E3 this summer, I was hoping that would finally be the place where I'd get the Frozen E3 trailer for Kingdom Hearts, and sure enough, that's where we got it. So I did a reaction video to that where I just almost had a heart attack while watching it. So if you want to see that video, I'll put it in the description below. But more so, before that trailer dropped, like I said, for the longest time, I've been wanting to just kind of sit down and do a video kind of talking a little bit about how, my idea of, a story for the Frozen world in Kingdom Hearts 3, kind of how it could play out. Probably won't play out exactly this way, but just kind of my idea. And I never really had, a solid idea on exactly what could happen, because, I didn't, we hadn't seen the trailer of how it was going to play out. And then when it did, I kind of had a better, understanding of kind of what was going to happen. And then, the other night, while I was laying in bed, struggling to sleep, it finally came to me. I finally got a Frozen Kingdom Hearts 3 scenario in my head. So without further ado, now I'm going to share that with you guys and tell you a little bit of how it could possibly go down, but like I said, probably won't go down exactly this way, but maybe sort of similar. But so without further ado, here we go. Okay, so Sora, Donald, and Goofy first arrive in Arendelle after Elsa has frozen the entire kingdom of Arendelle and is running away on the water, which of course we saw in the E3 trailer. That's exactly where I knew she would come in. So Donald and Goofy start chasing after her, and talk to her a little bit, and that's when, as we saw in the trailer, they're about to be attacked by a Heartless reindeer, and so Elsa uses her powers to blast it and make it disappear and everything. And so then they have the discussion of you can control ice, and she's like, no, I can't control it, all I ever do is hurt people. So then they kind of get into a little discussion about a bit of her backstory and stuff like that. And then Sora, asks her why she was running away, and and all that stuff. And he tries to convince her to go back and unfreeze the kingdom, and she refuses. And so she creates a big wall of ice and runs away, just like in the trailer. And so, as Sora, Donald, and Goofy are following her, that's when they encounter Anna, who's also searching for Elsa. And they tell her, that they found her, they saw her running away, and decide to join Anna on her quest to find Elsa and save the kingdom. Then, after that, Anna begins to get very cold, and lands in the water where her dress freezes, and she just needs needs her new winter outfit, just like in the movie. So she goes to Oakens, which is where we meet Kristoff, and Kristoff tells, about the North Mountain, that's where it's coming from, and interacts with Sora, Donald, and Goofy, of course, a little bit. So then the four of them decide to go on the journey, to find Elsa. And then the next day, just like in the movie, that's where they find Olaf. And he starts, talking and everything, and Anna gives him a carrot nose and everything. And then Sora is amazed by Olaf. He's like, a walking, talking snowman, you are alive, just like in the preview. And so then that's when Anna asks, Olaf, are these your friends? And he's like, nope, never met him. Don't know anyone who's blue, green, or who's oddly spiky. So then, they start continuing their journey. And as they're walking towards the mountain, Larxene appears, and she reveals that Master Xehanort wants to turn Elsa to darkness by using her fear, anger, and sadness, all that stuff, to turn her to the darkness. And not sure if she becomes a Heartless or not, or if maybe just the darkness allows her to be one of his vessels. So then Sora, Donald, and Goofy have to stop that from happening. And as they're on their way, Master Xehanort, not Master Xehanort, Larxene tries to manipulate Elsa to the darkness under the order of Master Xehanort. And then Elsa, at first doesn't want to, but then she tries to convince her that once she accepts the power of darkness, she will have full control of her powers. So she's very hesitant to do it. And meanwhile, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Kristoff, Anna, Olaf, and Sven all arrive at Elsa's castle, and Larxene, of course, tells Sora, that she's trying to turn Elsa to the darkness, and then that's when she's like, so what will Elsa accept, light or darkness? I know, I'd like to know. And so that's when Sora says she'll never give in to the darkness, just like in the preview. And then at that very moment, Elsa emerges from the castle, just surrounded in darkness, and she can fly and everything, and she's just doesn't really remember Anna, Olaf, anything like that, because she's just consumed by so much darkness. So then Sora fights her, but then after he fights her, we find out that it's not really Elsa, it's Master Xehanort taking on Elsa's form, and he's stolen her heart. So Elsa's kind of laying in the castle, asleep with no heart. So then, Sora, Donald, and Goofy fight Master Xehanort and get back Elsa's heart. And then things seem okay, but Elsa still wants Anna to leave the castle because she doesn't want to hurt her. And so that's when, just like in the movie, Elsa creates Marshmallow, the guard, to send Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and Sven all away from the castle. And so then basically the events unfold kind of like they do in the movie, where Kristoff takes Anna to the trolls after blasting her in the heart with magic. And then Hans gets Elsa and takes her back to Arendelle, has a fight and everything. But before Hans finds her, he's also had an encounter with Master Xehanort, who sees that he's just a greedy, power-hungry prince that has darkness in him. So then Hans starts going under the order of Master Xehanort, as well as for his own nefarious schemes. So then Anna, Kristoff, Olaf, Sven, Sora, Donald, and Goofy all go to the trolls, where they tell them that in order to thaw Anna's frozen heart, she needs an act of true love. So similar in the movie, take her back to the castle to get her kiss from Hans. And meanwhile, of course, Hans has captured Elsa and brought her back to the palace. And then Sora, Donald, and Goofy help Kristoff bring Anna back to Hans. And then we get that whole thing of Hans revealing that, he didn't really love Anna, and that he just wanted to use her to become king, and he was going to kill Elsa and all that stuff. And so then, just as Sora, Donald, and Goofy are about to stop Hans from, you know, what he wants to do. Master Xehanort appears and encases them in these like ropes of darkness. You know, it could be like this black like fog darkness type thing that works as like ropes, so then they're trapped and they can't move, can't break free. So then Hans and Master Xehanort can go through with their plan. You know, Hans can kill Elsa, and then Master Xehanort can use her body for a vessel. You know, split part of his soul or whatever he plans to do in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the 13 vessel. So, anyways, so then Olaf manages to get himself untrapped because he can, you know, fall apart and take his head off and everything. So because he can separate, then, you know, he kind of the 3 sections of where he's tied together with the rope, you know, just like come out, you know. So then Olaf, gets Sora tells him to take his Keyblade, and so that they can to hand Sora his well, let's see, something having to do with the Keyblade, that Sora uses the light, you know, like from the Keyblade to free everyone, and and all that. So then, just like in the movie, after that, Elsa escapes from Hans, and Anna tries to find Kristoff, because after he left Anna at the palace to Hans, for Hans to kiss her, he leaves. So then Anna, Olaf, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are all trying to find Kristoff, and so, you know, just like in the movie, then pretty much unfolds about the same way in the movie, where a storm gets created and they can't see anything, but then Anna and Kristoff are about to reunite just as Hans finds Elsa and tells her that she killed her sister, and then he's about to kill her with his sword. You know, he goes forward and he's about to cut off her head or whatever the heck he was going to do, and then Anna jumps in front of him and freezes and everything, and so everyone's all sad, including Sora, Donald, and Goofy, because they couldn't save her, and Elsa's, you know, hugging her and everything, and then same thing, unfreezes and find, you know, that was the act of true love. Elsa unfreezes the castle because now she knows that love is the key to controlling her powers. So then with that, she no longer has fear, sadness, or anger in her heart. So she now Master Xehanort can't turn her to darkness. So his plan is foiled, so he's pretty much just going to leave and move on to the next world, and along with Larxene. So, failed in, you know, doing anything to Elsa, and so then, then same thing as the ending of Frozen the movie. Elsa creates an ice skating rink for everybody, and gives Anna a pair of ice skates, and they skate together, and everyone bids Sora, Donald, and Goofy goodbye, after... well, actually, first, when Elsa shoots up, like, sorry, I forgot a part. When Elsa thaws out the kingdom, starts bringing all the ice into the sky, off the walls and everything, and it creates that giant snowflake in the air, that's where the keyhole will be for Sora to lock for that world. So he locks the keyhole, and then, after the ice skating rink and everything ensues, Sora, Donald, and Goofy bid farewell to Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven, all of them, and on to their next world journey. So that's about it, guys. So, like I said, I've been wanting to bring this to you for a while, but, you know, I just couldn't really figure out, like, a story that of how it would play out in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, like I said, I probably won't play out exactly that way, but, you know, it does contain the scenes that we saw in the trailer with Larxene and stuff like that. But I don't honestly know if Elsa will turn to darkness or if she'll be a boss or anything. We know Marshmallow will definitely be a boss, so that'll be cool, but as for Elsa, I'm not sure. But yeah, so just wanted to bring you kind of like a little concept story or archetype thing of how Frozen could play out in Kingdom Hearts 3. Once again, this is just kind of my own interpretation. It's probably won't really go like this, but just wanted to sit down and tell you guys about it a little. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any Kingdom Hearts related content. And until next time, guys, this is the Ultimate Frozen Fan signing off. Peace.